Hello, class. Today I'm talking about your myths and legends project. So if you got this paper, then you are working on that project instead of the alien project. So you had the choice of either your alien portrait or the myth and legends portrait or picture. So for the myth, it's myths, urban legends, folklore, fairy tales, or tall tales. So what you're going to do is on here. Your old worksheet said to view the Prezi, but I actually turned it into a YouTube video so you can watch it right from there. What it describes is just kind of like the difference between some of these and some examples from actual artwork that is out there that famous people have created, or maybe not famous people, but it's artwork that is stemmed from myths, legends, or fairy tales or tall tales. I really like this because I love fantasy anything. So therefore, this is really good. A good artist to check out, and I think some of you watched it in class, was Mary Doodles, and she does the inks and also does a lot of urban legends like Baba Yaga, and she does Bloody Mary and stuff like that. So she has some really good examples, but there's tons of examples out there of artists who use these as inspirations. So instead of doing your alien portrait like an actual, an actual face, you have the option for the myths and legends. It can be an entire scene, so it doesn't have to be focused on just the face. It can be focused on the whole composition. Okay, so on your worksheet, you have to view the YouTube video that has the Prezi on it. You need to pick your own story. You can use the links that I provide in the video, or you can research on your own trying to come up with a story. You need to tell me the title of the story. So like, for example, if you did Poseidon, you would have to write Poseidon and tell me what origin is it from. So it would be Greek, right? And what culture, be like the Greek mythology culture, or coming from Greece, and telling me kind of like around what year that it started, if you know it. Some of them you don't know where they came from, so that's okay. So you're going to tell me, is it a myth? Is it an urban legend? Is it a folklore, a fairy tale, a tall tale? So it could be an American folklore like Paul Bunyan, or a tall tale like similar to that. Tell me a little bit about the story. I don't know all of the urban legends in the world, or the new stuff like Slender Man is like this new thing. So you need to tell me a little bit about it so I have a background knowledge of it. Tell me your opinion. What is the purpose of the story? Now, sometimes they have a purpose. Maybe there's a moral at the end of the story, or maybe it was made to scare people to behave, or things of that nature. And then you're going to find a piece of artwork that you really like. It could be Mary Doodles. It could be an older piece that you might not know the artist. So just describe what's going on in the picture. And then the last thing just tells you, draw a depiction. Draw a depiction of the story. This must be original. No copying from other artists. That would be copyright infringement, which we talked about. This can be a scene from a story or a portrait of a character. So you can have a portrait if you wanted to. First, brainstorm your ideas in your sketchbook. Art should be well crafted, planned, and complete. You also have a rubric on the back. So if you are not sure what to do, you can just always refer back to your rubric. Okay. So what you would want to do is maybe in your sketchbook start coming up with some ideas and try to make them original. You do not want to copy from another artist. Like, for example, you choose to research and you look at Mary Doodle's artwork. You don't want to take her artwork and use it exactly for yours. Okay? So on your piece of paper, you can even draw a scene with, you can have your trees. Maybe your setting is in a forest. Okay, and you can start drawing trees, and you can have this idea. Your sketches do not have to be extremely detailed. It's just kind of placement and figuring out where things need to go. And my phone is ringing, so I gotta go. So if you have any questions, ask me in class. I'm always there to help. Okay, see you later.